Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention. A kingdom for a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene. Then should warlike Harry, like himself, assume the port of Mars, and at his heels, leashed in like hounds, should famine, sword, and fire crouch for employment. But pardon, gentle soul, the flat, unraised spirits that have dared on this unworthy scaffold to bring forth so great an object. Can this cockpit hold the vasty fields of France? Or may we cram within this wooden O the very casks that did affright the air at Agincourt? Suppose, within the very girdle of these walls, are now confined two mighty monarchies. Think that when we talk of horses, you see them, printing their proud hooves on the receiving earth, for 'tis your thoughts that now must deck our kings. Carry them here and there, jumping o'er time, turning the accomplishments of many years into that of an hourglass, for the which supply. Admit me, chorus to this history, who prologue like your humble patience pray, gently to hear, kindly to judge, our play!
My lord, I'll tell you that self-bill is urged.
But how, my lord, shall we resist it now?
The king is full of grace and fair regard.
And a true lover of the Holy Church.
The courses of his youth promised it not. The breath no sooner left his father's body, but that his wildness, mortified in him, seemed to die too, yea, at that very moment.
We are blessed in the change.
And I have made an offer to his majesty as touching France, to give a greater sum than ever at one time the clergy yet did bring into his predecessors.
Where is my gracious Lord of Canterbury?
God and his angels guard your sacred throne and make you long become it.
Sure, we thank you. My learned lord, we pray you to proceed and justly and religiously unfold why the lost Salic that they have in France or should not bar us in our claim. But do take heed how you impawn our person, how you awake our sleeping sword of war, for we will hear, note, and believe in heart that what you speak is in your conscience washed as pure as sin with baptism.
Then hear me, gracious sovereign, and you peers that owe yourselves, your lives, and services to this imperial throne. There is no bar to make against your highness' claim to France, but this, which they produce from Pharamond. In tatum sedicam mulieres ne succedent. No woman shall succeed in Salic land. But well it doth appear the Salic law was not devised for the realm of France, nor did the French possess the Salic land until 420 years after defunction of King Pharamond, idly supposed the founder of this law, who died within the year of our redemption.
426.
And Charles the Great subdued the Saxons and did seat the French beyond the river Sala in the year 805. Besides, their writers say King Pepin, which deposed Childeric, did as heir general, being descended of Blithild, which was daughter to King Clotaire, make claim and title to the crown of France. Hugh Capet also, which usurped the crown,
though in pure truth was corrupt and not,
conveyed himself as heir to the Lady Lingard,
daughter to Charlemagne,
who was son to Louis the Emperor,
and Louis the son of Charles the Great.
Also King Louis X could not keep quiet in his conscience, wearing the crown of France, till satisfied that fair Queen Isabel, his grandmother, was lineal of the Lady Ermengar, daughter of Charles the aforesaid Duke of Lorraine, by the which marriage the line of Charles the Great was reunited to the crown of France. So, that as clear as is the summer sun, King Pepin's title and Hugh Capet's claim, King Louis his satisfaction, all appear to hold in right and title of the female. Howbeit they would uphold this Salic law to bar your highness claiming from the female, and rather choose to hide them in a net than amply to embar their crooked titles usurped from you and your progenitors.
May I with right and conscience make this claim?
Your brother kings and monarchs of the earth do all expect that you should rouse yourself, as did the former lions of your blood.
They know your grace hath cause, and means, and might. So hath your highness.
Never king of England had nobles richer or more loyal subjects, whose hearts have left their bodies in England and lie pavilioned in the fields of France.
Oh, let their bodies follow, my dear liege, with blood and sword and fire to win your right, in aid of which we of the spirituality will raise your highness such a mighty sum as never did the clergy at one time bring in to any of your ancestors. Therefore to France, my liege.
Call on the messenger sent from the Dauphin. Now are we well resolved, and by God's help, and yours, the noble sinews of our power, France being ours, will bend it to our awe.